Australia's immigration remains out of control. The Albanese government's first budget in October 2022 projected net overseas migration for the 2022-23 financial year of 235,000. The official total ended up being 538,400, which was more than double Labor's initial projection. 315,000 net overseas migration projection for 2022-23 was raised up to 375,000 in the December 2023 mid-year economic and fiscal output, and then it was raised further to 395,000 in May's federal budget. However, the Institute of Public Affairs recently published data estimating that 1.15 million net migrants have entered Australia since the last federal election in May 2022. This is already 62% higher than the previous record, which was established during the Rudd-Gillard government's first term when net overseas migration was 711,000. Australia's population surged by 651,200 last calendar year. This was the biggest increase on record by a very wide margin. The 2.5% annual growth rate was also the highest that Australia had recorded since 1952. As illustrated in the chart on the left, Australia's population has also grown far quicker than the OECD average. Between 2000 and 2023, Australia's population ballooned by 40%. This was more than double the increase in the OECD's population of 16%. As you can see above, Australia's population growth has been off the charts. The latest monthly data from the Australian Bureau of Statistics shows that immigration remains red hot. There were 335,200 net arrivals in the first 7 months of this year, which is 15,000 higher than last year's record arrivals and 110,200 higher than the same period in 2019. While net overseas arrivals have slowed since March compared to last year, every month of net arrivals this calendar year has been higher than the corresponding month in 2019. Therefore, immigration into Australia remains turbocharged and is running close to all-time highs. It has also once again smashed the federal government's forecast of 395,000 net overseas migration in 2023-24. The actual figure is likely to come in above 500,000, once again blowing apart Labor's projections. As a result of this migrant influx, Australia's population growth has re-accelerated. The June quarter national accounts provides a proxy for population growth by dividing aggregate GDP by GDP per capita. According to the Q2 national accounts, Australia's population grew by 177,500 in the June quarter of 2024. This was around 7,900 higher than the corresponding period last year, and the second highest quarterly result in Australia's history, behind the 184,700 recorded in the September quarter last year. Last financial year, Australia's population grew by 655,800. This was up from 64,900 in the year to March 2024, and the second highest annual result in history, behind the 676,100 recorded in the year to September last year. What this all means is that Australia's housing shortage is going to continue. The re-acceleration of Australia's population growth comes as actual housing construction rates have fallen to their lowest level in more than a decade. So unless immigration is significantly cut, Australia's housing crisis will become chronic. Former Home Affairs Minister turned Housing Minister Clare O'Neil continues to claim that Australia has a housing crisis because we haven't built enough homes. However, O'Neil conveniently ignores the fact that she, as Home Affairs Minister, ramped immigration to all-time highs, therefore creating Australia's housing shortage. Anyway, thanks for watching. Just a quick note on Australia's latest immigration numbers and population growth, which remain at absolutely turbocharged levels. Labor has let in more than 1 million migrants since it came to office, an unbelievable amount. And this is principally why Australia has a rental crisis currently. Labor imported more than 500,000 more renters than it initially projected, at the same time as Australia's dwelling construction has collapsed. As a result, Australia has been left with a dire shortage of rental housing. This has driven rents to the moon. It's a policy and inequality disaster in the making.